Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New York Giants. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Up the middle with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Giants at 7-3 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now here's a throw that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
He finds his man complete. That's Hudson. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Ready?
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's got this down to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find the target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Another shot from the one on second and goal.
Second and goal at the Giants 19 tight. No.
He'll look to throw. Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and down to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play action. Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fielded at the 20. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted at 2nd down. First rep and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. You look at this Raiders defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Check mash. Check mash. Grab 50.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Here we go. Check. Top low 18. 65 check. 65 check.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Las Vegas.
Looking to throw. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And now an audible here into something else. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. That's complete to Slayton. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go, here we go.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 79 Broncos.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They go play action now. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This is caught. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Ready, set.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Ready? Come 19! Come 19!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Catch made by Slayton. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now
Come on,
2nd
come on.
and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, ready?
They'll look to throw again. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. No gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Give them the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The 4th down pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go now. Top 18. Take go.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
3rd and 12. Play action. It's Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gano's kick is good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Go! On the ball, now!
They'll throw now on the final play. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Giants 9.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So here's a 3rd and 14. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Jacoby Myers. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacoby Myers, 89 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Giants 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20, Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have come back to make it a 2-point game. Wilson going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Oh, some strong running. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's caught here by Adams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The catches for him just keep piling up in his career. He's now at 1,024. And that ties Isaac Bruce, the number that he had back in the day.
Yeah, part of the greatest show on turf. And remember, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt combined for nearly 2,000 catches in their careers. He might get to 2,000 himself with the numbers he's posting up there. He keeps himself in great shape. He might go for it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down, Raiders.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Tempo.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 23-yard run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 104 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Well, 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the 1st half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really...
Taking it right down Broadway. Now he's into the clear again. He may go. Saquon Barkley. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They juked him. It's a big play there for Vegas. 53 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Over the middle, he's got Mayer. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Okay, ready?
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jacobs. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Jacobs again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 31, Giants 22.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. That one finds Hyatt. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Handoff now. It's Gray with it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Landry, and this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Here we go. Start.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Looking to throw. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down.
Hey, hurry, hurry, hurry. Hey, hey, check that, check that. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Break.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Once again, it's Jacobs. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Now he's loose again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 43 yards. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Giants. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Here's 3rd and 9. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking.